In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this article from Investor Place that says the breakout in CCIV stock is real and actionable. A retest of all-time highs with CCIV stock is not only possible, but probable. We are only going to be taking a look at the most important parts in this article. I am not going to read the whole article, just what you guys need to know as traders and investors. Now, with that being said, if you are new to the channel, my name is Tyler. I do welcome you here. If you are a returning subscriber, I do love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, with that being said, everybody right now hit the like button for me. Make me one like button richer by tickling, tapping, touching it, whatever you want to do. Smash it, I don't care, but make it turn blue if you are on a computer. If you are on a mobile device, make it turn black for me. Now, I do want to point out for anybody that thinks this is not legit and Lucid Motors is basically doomed, we have lost the battle, yes, but we have not lost the war. With that being said, since we have fallen from our $60, $65 highs, which I called out on my channel, 2 days later we fell 45%, but that is not the point. People are not going to like when you are right regardless of the situation. But nobody can deny that our short volume ratio is not high, consistently being over 20%, as well as having a lot of calls purchased on CCIV, and we have a couple key catalysts that are waiting to be announced basically any day. And one of those is, when are we going to start deliveries at CCIV? That is the most important thing right now. It is easy for short sellers to short sell the stock when Lucid Motors has zero revenue. And the other one is the Lucid Motors and Apple rumors. And there's a couple things in this article that this guy is pointing to suggest these rumors could be legit. So this is definitely a video you guys want to stay through and watch if you are trading this or you are investing this. Now, I am trading and investing in this for the next 5 to 10 years, so I have no plans on selling my shares, but like always, come to your own conclusions and do your own research. Jumping right into the article, I do want to point out, like I said, this is from Investor Place, and they are a very credible news source, and they do have really good articles. Now, like I said, I'm not going to read the whole article, but I am going to point out some good things, and he does even acknowledge, he says some folks might point to Lucid Motors as a poster child of SPAC and electric vehicle market hype. I understand where the skeptics are coming from, believe me. He says, I too tend to be wary of hype and bubbles, yet Lucid Motors isn't a typical electric vehicle manufacturer, and the hype might actually be justified. Basically, it says about the Apple and Lucid rumors, and that is going to be key later in this video. He does point out how April 26th, it was a good day for CCIV shareholders. Price gained 16.16%, settling at $23.87, and we all know that is because the Apple Lucid Motors rumors. And the reason why CCIV stock popped recently is because there are rumors circulating that Lucid Motors is in partnership talks with Apple. I didn't see anything on Lucid's website. Regularly check with my colleagues at Investor Place for updates on events like this. For instance, contributor Chris McDonald pointed me to a report from WCCF Tech, which may have fanned the flames of the rumor mill. This, I believe, is the key paragraph which might have gotten the social media pundits all worked up. In quotes, the fact that Lucid Motors CEO Peter Rawlinson did not explicitly deny any contact between Lucid Motors and Apple over a potential partnership is very significant. Says it's hard to analyze the CEO's comment. How can we analyze the lack of a comment? Yet I see the point here. If there truly was zero chance of a partnership with Apple, then Rawlinson probably would have said so by now. And this is very key. Most of the time, if there is rumors and they obviously get back to the CEO and he has a chance to refute them, they do 9 times out of 10. It really makes no sense to put your neck out on the line. And to a certain extent, if Peter Rawlinson were to entertain this and beat around the bush and basically imply without actually saying there was some kind of partnership, but there was never any talks about it, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. So you're better off refuting the rumors before unless they're true, than to actually acknowledge them or let the hype continue. So we do see that all the time, and that is really the biggest thing in this article, is he did not refute them. So that is huge. That is absolutely huge. If you guys do not know that, now you do. So to loosely quote Investor Place contributor Luke Lango in Business Speak, declining to comment usually means yes, like we just said. Moreover, as Lango points out, former Apple chief designer Jony Ive is on Lucid's board. So that is also, they like to do this, have members on different boards of companies that they do work with. That's what happened with CCIV. Somebody on the board of CCIV was also on the board of Lucid Motors. So this is eerily reminiscent of something we have already seen before. Let's keep going. Or maybe you could buy the stock because Lucid sold out every available reservation for the Lucid for its Air sedan in Dream Edition trim. Amazingly, that edition is priced at around $170,000 minus rebates and plus options, which we already know. He says it's fun to swim in the pool of rumors, no doubt about it. However, that might not be a firm basis for investing your hard-earned capital. Thankfully, there are reasons to own CCIV stock outside of the Apple rumors, and if the Apple partnership is real, that's one heck of a nice bonus. On the day of publication, David Modell did not have either directly or indirectly any position in the securities mentioned in this article. So this guy has literally nothing to gain but sticking his neck out online. Some people don't like to hear the fact that Lucid Motors or CCIV stock, whatever you want to refer to it as, can actually move, and he is making a huge statement here, guys. Let me remind you, he says a retest of all-time highs with CCIV stock is not only possible but probable. He is saying more than likely we are going to retest all-time highs, and like he said in this article, that is over the Lucid Motors and Apple rumors. Now, what I'm saying here is don't YOLO your portfolio. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I am not bagging on this rumor actually coming out to be true. I'm not bagging on anything. I don't even care if they start to deliver vehicles in 2022. I have a very long-term outlook on the stock, and if you're buying shares in this company, you shouldn't think in 3 or 6 month terms. You should think in 3 to 6 year terms, or even longer than that, like I am doing myself. So as far as YOLOing on options way out the money that expire in the next couple of months or even in the next year, that is not a smart move, and that is not what I'm getting at in this video. The point is that we are due for a bounce and we have major catalysts on the horizon. Nobody can deny that fact, as well as the short volume ratio has been extremely high, which we are going to look at right now. Now we are over on Fintel like we always are when we check the short volume ratio on this channel, and this is the number of shares out of the total volume for the day that are sold short, and that is the short volume right here. That is the date, and it does take a while to update the percentage, but the percentage is 19%, and that is right there on screen, and that is pretty much in line with what we have seen at a low April 27th of 16.21% and then a high of 23%. So just doing some rough math here, we are around 20% short interest on the total outstanding shares, which is significant and can definitely add some buying pressure once we get a good catalyst. So this whole squeeze idea, all of this really revolves around a positive catalyst. We've seen obviously April 26th when we shot up 16% on a rumor. This is going to happen when you have 20% short interest in a stock. So this is going to happen. We are going to pop in CCIV once we get a good catalyst. That much is guaranteed. Now, as to when this good catalyst will come, that is up for grabs. All we do know right now is that they are said to start deliveries by June through December. So I do expect to at least get an announcement as to when that date will be in about the next month or so. If we don't get that announcement in the next month, then it could be November, December. That is always a possibility. That is still the second half of 2021, like they have said. Now, the Apple Lucid rumors, that I would imagine would come around the same time as suspected deliveries do begin to start. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they announce a new factory together. That is a possibility here given how much capital Apple has, and they do need to speed up their Apple car if they really want to compete in the EV market. Now, with that being said, that is just my opinions, but now I do want to look at the technical analysis, and this does look very good. Like I said in the previous videos, we started our bull pattern April 21st when we hit our bottom and have pretty much been hitting higher highs ever since. And we hit this nice consolidation period between December 26th when we ran up and then consolidated out throughout the next 3 days to April 29th, and then we started to sell off today. Obviously, we were down 4.21% like it says right here on Webull, but this is healthy, guys. This is nothing to be concerned about. Now, I do think we are going to bounce in between this range of about $21 per share and $23 per share until we get some news, a catalyst, a rumor. Something is going to happen to push CCIV stock higher, but I do assure you it is going to come. Now, what I would be concerned about is if we do start to go back to around the $20 level where we really started to run up on the 16% green day. That is where I would start to get concerned, and then I would suspect the bottom to obviously be around the $19 or even $18.50 level. I'm not going to mark it because there is a lot going on this chart, but if we do get another rumor, I could definitely see us going to about the $25 level, depending on the significance of the rumor. If they straight up come out, like I do suspect they might, saying that Lucid Motors is partnering with Apple on a factory, that would be huge, and we could go way higher than $25. But that is only my speculation. I'm not putting any money on any short-term trades on CCIV stock. I'm just not. I am buying the shares and I am holding it for the long term. But that is what I see as far as technical analysis. The key levels you guys need to watch are $21 and obviously $25. That would be good. There's no way you would not know about that, but you definitely want to watch the $21 level because that is where we could ultimately go back down to about $19 a share. So if you have any short-term trades in this, I would just be very, very careful, and that is not a recommendation. YOLO your whole account if you want to. It's not smart, but risk it for the biscuit. I don't care what you do. I am only telling you what I am seeing. If you like it or not, that is up to your own judgment. That is going to wrap up the video. I hope you got some useful insight into what these analysts are thinking, as well as what I am thinking, and hopefully a reassurance as to not FOMO into CCIV. Wait for a confirmation as to a rumor or a news event. Now, like I said, I do expect some big announcement to be announced. Lucid Motors and Apple, they're not going to go small on this when Apple has all the capital in the world to make this work, and CCIV or Lucid Motors is going to be in a significantly better position than they currently are once this merger does go through, and they will have about $4.5 billion in cash. So they will be able to make some magic happen. If this is true, then there should be a big announcement coming with this, as well as deliveries sometime soon. We should hear something about that. So if you got anything useful out of the video, make sure to show some love by hitting the like button and comment down below your opinion, as well as hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you are not already. I will see you guys later. Peace out.